Let's discuss the diagnosis according to 8 principles. Excess cold. The difference in when the symptoms and signs of deficient cold and excess cold manifest, as well as the treatment itself, is not as pronounced as with heat. The difference in between deficient and excess cold is seen more in the severity of symptoms and signs, and the symptoms and signs intensity, and whether the symptoms are acute or chronic. There is often an overlap between deficient and excessive conditions, and one will frequently result in the person being more vulnerable to the other. But excess and deficient cold will result in this yang qi not being able to fulfill its function. This will be because yang is either blocked as it is in excess cold condition, or too weak as it is in deficient cold condition. This will compromise the body's ability to heat, transform, transport, protect, and hold in fluids inside the body. Excess cold can arise when the body is invaded by exogenous cold. Cold can be located in the exterior, that is being cold, or there may be a direct invasion in the interior when cold invades a food organ, the stomach, the intestine, the urinary bladder, or the uterus. There may also be a direct invasion of pathogenic cold in the channel and in the Tai Yin and Xiao Yin stages of the 6 stages. Here, next is the exterior excess cold. When there is excess cold, it is necessary to differentiate between interior and exterior cold. In exterior cold, exogenous pathogenic cold will have invaded the body via the skin and block Wei Qi. This is reflected in the signs and symptoms. There will be shivering and aversion to cold because Wei Qi is blocked and cannot warm the skin and protect the body against the climatic cold. This is in fact a key symptom when differentiating between the interior deficient cold and interior excess cold. In both cases, the person is cold and has difficulty keeping warm. The difference, though, is that when the warming Wei Qi is blocked, the person cannot get warm, even though they wrap themselves up in blanket and put an extra clothing. There is actually enough heat in the body, but is prevented from circulating through the muscles and under the skin. When there is interior deficient cold, there is an actual deficit of heat in the body. This means that if the person puts on enough clothes or blankets, they can retain the heat they do have and will feel warm. The blockage of Wei Qi will result in general soreness or aches in the skin, muscles, and joints. When wind cold invades the exterior, it is the Taiyang channel that are the first aspect to be invaded. There will be an acute headache and tension or stiffness in the shoulder and neck. This is because the circulation of qi in the urinary bladder and small intestine channel is blocked. There will also be tenderness and soreness in the muscles and joints in general due to the blockage of Wei Qi. The blockage of Wei Qi and the contracting nature of cold will disrupt the pores in the skin so that the pores do not open. The person will therefore not be able to sweat. An invasion of wind cold will tend to disrupt and block the lung in its spreading of Jinyi. This can manifest as acute edema in the face and hands. The black fluids will ascend to the eyes and nose along with the rebellious lung qi and cause watering eyes, puffy eyes, or runny nose. The fluids can also collect in the lungs and result in a cough with loose, watery sputum. The lung qi will be rebellious because the cold has blocked the lungs, descending and spreading of qi. When lung qi is rebellious, there may be coughing, sneezing, or dyspnea. When there is excess cold in the exterior, the pulse will reflect this imbalance by being superficial and tight. The tongue will often not have had time to change. If the tongue has changed, it will have a thin, white, and moist coating on the front. Next is the interior excess cold. It is a condition where the exogenous pathogenic qi has invaded the interior of the body, whose organs are in direct contact with the environment outside of the body via the body's orifices. This makes it possible for climatic pathogenic qi to invade these organs directly. Furthermore, pathogenic cold can enter the body through the yin channels in the legs and thereby invade the organs of the lower jiao. Cold has a crucial impact on organs physiology, and it has an astringent nature. Cold's constricting dynamic results in stagnation, blockage, and disruption of qi, blood, and jin. One of the dominant symptoms indicating the presence of cold is pain, where exterior cold will manifest with pain such as headaches and muscle aches. Interior cold will manifest with cramping or biting pain. Example of these could be menstrual pain, pain in the intestine, or abdominal pain. Because the cold is located in the interior, the aversion to cold will be different when there is an exterior condition. There is not the same blockage of Wei Qi. The person will therefore not have the same aversion of, or fear of cold. The cold will be more localized and internal. They will probably feel chilly and will seek heat, especially in the area of the body where cold is located. But they will not freeze in the same way as when there is been cold. Their arms and legs can feel cold. Cold extremities are also seen when there is liberty stagnation, but then only the hands and feet will be cold. When there is excess cold, the whole arm and leg feels cold. The fingers and toes may become blue due to cold blockaging, blocking the movement of blood. Thank you for your attention.